Yo, what is going on, you congested gamer up? Today we're playing some games with Pedro Torres's Flip ADPZ deck. This is not quite the exact list he played at Malmo Regionals. He did mention the other day while he was watching me play this deck on stream, and I do stream every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from 12 to 5 p.m. Eastern, so be sure to go check that out. Twitch.tv/AzulGG. I also do stream tournaments like League Cups, League Challenges on the weekend sometimes, and sometimes have weekend streams there as well. But he said cut a Jirachi, add a 4th Super Scoop Up, so I was like, alright, I made that change. So this is one card different than the list that Pedro played at Malmo, and the deck is pretty sick. It's definitely my favorite build of ADPZ to play with, and it's just really good. So I definitely want to come over to you guys and showcase it. There's 4 Pokemon Catcher, 4 Super Scoop Up. We got the Mawile in here to disrupt our opponent's hand and fill up their bench. You got 4 custom still for more gust effects, the frying pans for the Mewtwo matchup, Baby Blound's ability Zard gives us a little bit of advantage in those matchups. Shrines in here to get our numbers, and yeah, only 2 Jirachi because we want to be able to control our prize trade a little bit better. We don't always want to open Jirachi. Some matchups we don't need a ton of Jirachi. We only really need like the one, maybe the second one to set up depending on the situation. But yeah, not too many Jirachi. Don't need too many of them. Yeah, that's the list. It's really based around being aggressive through scoop ups or through catchers, using the scoop ups to abuse multiple Dedenne, getting extra Stellar Wishes, extra Primate Wisdoms off in a turn. Sometimes we're using the Captivating Wink. That's one I have yet to reuse because I barely used the ability to begin with, but the option is there. And you got the Wily Bite as well on the Mawile to take some knockouts sometimes. It is the basic Energy Spinner build. No Guzma Hala, no Tag Call. A little bit more faster, a little bit more aggressive. But yeah, let's go ahead. Let's get into some games and I'll show you guys how it runs. Alright, to get into our first one, we are going first. That sounds good to me. Just gonna get ourselves an ADP and an energy. Not yet, got a mulligan first. Yeah, looking for that ADP, looking for that energy. Don't care which energy it is, just want an energy. And set up for that turn 2 GX attack, and then we'll see where the game goes from there. See, Mawile start. Nope, we got the Zacian start. Perfect. Probably discard the Mawile with the quick ball. See what our opponent's playing first. We could even use the Mawile if we're feeling like it. They are playing Goons. Okay, this is the matchup where we want the Mawile. So yeah, turn 2 GX attack. We really want everything in this hand, actually, to be honest. Yeah, that's kind of it's almost kind of unfortunate. We actually literally want every card in this hand. The Marnie is maybe going to be the card to go. Maybe one of the scoop ups. We could go with the Wisdom and try and get a different card to quick ball away. Actually, there's a Dedenne. I don't want to quick ball away Dedenne. Oh no. Definitely want to keep the Marnie. I want the Mawile. I think we just give one of the scoop ups. It's not the biggest deal if you go one of the scoop ups, I don't think. I think we get rid of one of them. Get ourselves that ADP. Attach to the ADP and then hit him with that Intrepid Sword. Ooh, we do get the attachment. That's pretty cool. Yep, it's fine with me. We want to say the scoop ups to be able to reuse Mawile in this matchup because we need to be able to get basic Pokemon out of their hand onto their bench, so that way we can actually take knockouts. Because if we can't take knockouts, we can't win the game, and that's what Obstagoon tries to do. They're trying to attack with Obstagoon, saying you can't hit my Obstagoon, which means we can't knock out that Obstagoon, which means we gotta knock out something else. So sometimes we need to force Pokemon onto our opponent's bench to be able to take these knockouts. So that's the game plan. We'll see how well it goes. We can definitely beat them without that. We can just be fast and aggressive, and that can sometimes be too much for our opponent to deal with anyways. So yeah, we're gonna save the scoop ups for the Mawile ideally. Just gonna go with the Frying Pan on the active and then play the Marnie. We could Primate Wisdom the Dedenne on top of our deck. Not sure how much I like that though. We'll see. Just gonna go with the Marnie. We're just looking for a switch and a water energy. Shouldn't be too difficult to get. So far it's looking pretty difficult to get. Do I want to save the custom? I probably want to save the custom catcher so we can hit him with that Wisdom here. Quick ball would be cool. Switch is pretty cool. Switch into the ADP. Not gonna put Shrine in play. We can't play research because we played Marnie. I completely messed that up. For some reason, I was like, yeah, Marnie. All right, let's also play this other supporter. That is not how the game works. You can't actually do that. So we're just going to attach here an Intrepid Sword. Yeah, I definitely should have put the... well, there's 2 custom. I don't want 2 custom in my hand, though. All right. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking there. I was like, all right, played Marnie. All right, let's go ahead and play research. I forget what I put a custom on top. I should have put the Metal Energy on top of my deck. That way I could have attached it with Intrepid Sword. I guess I ended up attaching there anywhere, so it's kind of the same thing. Man, don't do what I just did. I don't know what I just did, but don't do it. It's not worth it. You don't win games because of thinking you had something that you didn't. Sheesh. We're gonna put the catcher back on top of the deck. Save that for later. Hopefully, just rip a water here. It is a scoop up. Then we just have to give it up. Research. Get rid of the customs as well. Feels rough. There's a bunch of catchers. All right, there is the spinner. All right, I think I've done it. We've got the GX attack. All right, we're good to go. Altered Creation. Okay, I've done it. I have calmed down, taken a deep breath. Not trying to play two supporters in a turn now. Turn 3 Altered Creation. It doesn't matter. That's what we would have gotten anyways. I guess I could have put the Dedenne on top like I talked about. Maybe I should have done that. Put the Dedenne on top with the Wisdom. That way, when we Marnie, we for sure have Dedenne to play. That sounds a little bit better than what I ended up doing, to be honest. Here's a Night Slash again from our opponent, so obviously they're not drawing that well. We definitely want to Ultimate Ray, but we'll definitely do other stuff if we don't. Okay, top deck Water, pretty good, pretty good. Wisdom away the Pan, because if we get a Jirachi, we can switch into it. There's a Scoop Up, might be good later on. Just attach, and ultimately we could set up this Oranguru, actually. We do have 3 Metal Frying Pans left, so we can set up another Zacian through those. Just go with an Ultimate Ray and just see what we have left on our deck. We're going to get 2 prize cards to work with as well. We might be activating Rosa here, which is kind of how it works sometimes. Also attack with the Mawile. Yeah, there's 3 in there and another metal. I think we're just going to set up we're just going to thin out the deck, and it sets up an attacker. That sounds kind of good to me. Yeah, so we're just going to do it. Get ourselves 2 prize cards to work with. Another Zacian. I mean, that would be good to set up as well. Got ourselves a Research as well. We have 3 catchers in hand. I think we have the last 2 customs in deck. There's just a concede from our opponent. Obviously, that Marnie was too much from there to handle. And even though we didn't use the Mawile, we did beat the Obstagoon. Okay, into another one we go. Gonna opt to go first, of course. ADP deck, go first. The only matchup I think we want to go second is maybe against Malamar Mewtwo, so we can just get the 1 Energy GX attack. I think it's maybe the only matchup we want to go second in, so they can't use the House GX with the Gengar Mimikyu and start hitting us really aggressively before we can really set anything up. So I think that's the only matchup we'd really ever consider wanting to go second in. I'm not even convinced that we would, but pretty much every other matchup we want to go first. This hand is okay. We got the Water Energy, we got the Quick Ball to get the ADP. The rest of it is just all Gust effects. Probably gonna look to burn through some of this hand and then use the customs to actually draw cards. We can use the Pokemon Catcher to be disruptive here, bring up something annoying for our opponent. They did open their ADP, so we can like bring up their Zacian. If they bench something else, we can bring up that. Really just depends on what else they have. Whatever else like put in play. Nothing else right now. So we can go Wisdom first. I'm gonna get rid of a custom here, I think. Got a Saucer. Not what I was looking for at all. Okay, we're gonna go Quick Ball, get rid of this, grab ourselves our ADP, bench the ADP, attach the Water, Scoop Up attempt, Tails, Catcher attempt, Tails, custom for 1 attempt, Saucer. Oh no. Alright, we're not out of it yet. We're still on track for a turn 2 GX attack, which is our main game plan. If our next 2 cards are pretty good, our top deck plus the Primate Wisdom check, we can still win this one. It's still possible, but this is the ADP mirror. Sometimes your opponent goes first, they attach, and on your end, you're just not as good. It's just not as good sometimes. There we go. There is a Shrine Jirachi coming down as well for our opponents. They're going to be able to set up the damage on our ADP. They'll set up the damage on their own ADP, but we're going to be a turn behind, so it does favor our opponent at that point to have the Shrine in play. Who knows? Maybe they'll whiff the Ultimate Ray or the GX attack here, and they'll just go with an Intrepid Sword. There's a Dedenne. They can still whiff. They still need to find that Water Energy. They're not there yet. Gave up not too much stuff. The Great Catcher and a Custom Catcher are down, which means they only have 1 Gust effect left. It's good to take note of that for us. Alright, there's the Alter Creation. No energy on the bench Zacian, so, and they're down a Metal Saucer, so they might not be able to knock out our ADP next turn. Okay, did get the research away both saucers. We do just need a switch. There's the switch. Even got the scoop up as well. A custom catcher to go alongside it too. Let's see here. This can all be played down. I do just want to scoop this up out of play because I don't want this in play, because then they can double custom knock this out and then use a Brave Blade to win the game. So we do want to get Oranguru out of play. Let's go with that Wisdom. Throw the Escape Board on top, I think. Ourselves. Ooh, okay. Super scoop up. There's the heads. Get the Oranguru out of play. I don't even want to bench the Zacian because it does open up the line of play for them. They would have to get pretty lucky. Double saucer, attach, switch card. If they knock this out, they should probably win anyway. So I almost want to just go, don't even bench this. Just alter creation. If they get it, they get it. We'll see if they get it, but if not, we're lined up to win this game. I think we can just go double custom, knock out probably the Jirachi off the bench. We'll set up our Zacian, and then this Zacian, if it knocks out anything that is not the Jirachi, but if they leave a Jirachi in their active, that means they didn't take a knockout, so I'd be fine with that. Then we just win the game. So that's the game plan we're going for here. That's the game plan we're trying to execute. All right, there's the ultimate raid. We also want to try and set up another Zacian. I mean, we have 2 saucers left, so it's possible to bring one in out of nowhere. They only have 3 customs left, so them getting double custom, not the most likely to happen on their turn. It could happen. It wouldn't be that ridiculous if it happened. All right, here we go. They've hit us for basically nothing is what that play does. This here, we have the double custom, like I said. Gonna bring up that Dedenne. I can now Wisdom. Now it's fine to Wisdom here, I think. There's a saucer. Oof, still not a great hand. Here we go. Ultimate Ray. We're going to get 3 Metal Energy onto our Zacian. The saucer is a start to be able to make a Zacian out of nowhere. They need double custom here. If they do not get double custom here on our Zacian, we do just win the game. Like, almost guaranteed. All right, the rest of the hand, not looking great. They could put another Dedenne in play to try and dig for this double custom, which would open up the back-to-back ultimate rays on Dedennes. Here we go. There's an Energy Spinner. Zacian is going to be set up ready to go. They have to knock out this Zacian. This Zacian must be knocked out, or they actually just lose the game. That's the way the prize trade works in the mirror match. I took my Oranguru out of play. I was like, nope, can't have access to him. You can't double custom him. They didn't even go for the double Zacian setup. Here we go. Zacian into the active. Do they find that double custom? They also have to find it without putting Dedenne in play. They have to just research here into double custom. If they put a Dedenne in play, that still opens up a gust win condition for me. And even if they do KO this, I can still create a Zacian out of nowhere. I have 2 saucers left. Knock out their active, win the game. Looks like they have another Stellar Wish to work with. Is it a custom catcher? That's the only thing that's relevant here. Nothing else actually matters. It's a quick ball. They can go for the Dedenne change now. Let's see if they do it. There's the Cherish Ball. But like I said, this opens up. I can now chase Dedenne. We have 3 catchers left out of customs. Or we have 1 custom left, but you need 2 to make it a gust effect. So custom catchers, not going to work. It's going to be reliant fully on our Pokemon catchers. Unless they just whiffed. One thing they can do is they can retreat back to this Jirachi and pass. It does make it pretty easy, I think, for me to win the game. But that is an out for our opponent. Then they can look for the double custom next turn to knock out this. I don't win the game if I knock out the Jirachi. I only get 2 prize cards. I'll have 1 left. So that's their only line of play here, unless they have the knockout on Zacian. They can't hit Zacian into my ADP or ADP into my ADP, because then this Zacian will just win the game. It looks like they're just going to give up on this one, it looks like, and just take their prize cards and let me win the game on my turn with my Brave Blade. Definitely not the line of play to win the game. But if they're giving me another turn to work with anyways, I was pretty confident I was going to win this one no matter what. I'd be able to ultimate ray again, so if I just find another Zacian and get 3 energy onto it, I should have 2 Zacian set up, and then it's impossible for our opponent to win the game. Which is going to happen here. They had a route. Wasn't a very good one. Just opted to get themselves some prize cards before I go Brave Blade and draw my last 3 prize cards. And win the mirror match. Alright, one final game here with that ADPZ Zacian. Opponent choosing who's going first. We'll see. Alright, opponent's opting for first. I mean, no surprise there, right? Got the Zacian start. We got the quick ball. We got the energy. Alright, I'm feeling good about this one. This is looking great. Zacian is a pretty good starter. Mimikyu opening for our opponent. Okay. see where this goes. Quick Ball. Lightning Energy. Ooh, more Pico Dolls, maybe? I mean, it could be PikaRom, I guess, still. I've never really seen the Mimikyu in PikaRom. It's not the worst thing ever, of course. I mean, maybe it is. But yeah, I've never really seen the Mimikyu in PikaRom before. But if you're really trying to beat up on Mewtwo decks, why not? Pretty slow start from our opponent. Sounds good to me. Does not seem worth it to use this guy. We do have the Jirachi combo set up, so I really want to go get Jirachi here. We have the Escape Board for it. We have the Switch for it. How are you not gonna go here and Stellar Wish, man? All right, research. Got the Guru. Currently, we do not have. We need to get a Quick Ball or a Cherish Ball. There we go. And we will Quick Ball away. I kind of want to try and abuse these scoop ups here. So I kind of want to Quick Ball away the catcher. I don't think I'm going to... the catcher is super important for the way that this game is developing. Get myself the ADP, obviously. And then we'll Oranguru. Scoop up on top of the deck, I guess. Get a Marnie for next turn. Bench this guy. Attach. 2 scoop ups to work with. We could just retreat the Jirachi to the Zacian. Because if they do get off the turn 1 full blitz, I don't really want to give up a prize card here. So we're just going to do this because we have the scoop ups to work with. And we're going to draw back into the third scoop up. Ooh, we haven't get energy. So we could just hard retreat it with an Escape Board or just switch it out. Like, we have a lot of options to move this guy out of the way. And then if I don't... if I leave the Jirachi inactive, they can knock it out with Zapdos or Full Blitz, and then that means they get to go just knock out ADP, knock out Zacian, and then the game is kind of over. So I want to avoid that situation developing. There's a Volkner for my opponent. Yeah, I just want to kind of avoid that situation happening. So they got themselves the Volkner, gonna get themselves together, get going. They could also Full Blitz knock out Zacian, which would also be very bad, but way less likely to happen. So I'm much more comfortable playing around them being just punching the Zacian. If they get a Full Blitz, Jirachi's is gone. If they get a Full Blitz, they could just punch Zacian. Maybe that's all they get. I'm fine with that. There's Big Charm, so Shrine is going to be super relevant in this matchup for sure, because this means they got 270, 290 HP effectively. Okay, so not a super good start from our opponent. Here the scoop ups get involved. Pick up the Zacian, send this guy up, put this down. We do just want to throw that Shrine out there, start getting it ticking on the PikaRom. They might not find a stadium, so on. Don't really need Metal Energy right now. I think we just Marnie. Yeah, I think we should go with that Marnie. Put all that on the bottom. Don't need it for right now. Just need a Water Energy. No water yet. We could just Dedenne change to open up this next part of the turn, which I think I am going to do. As long as it's in there, it is. Getting 2 metal in the discard pile is also not bad. So yeah, feeling good. There's the water. We got a saucer. We haven't Stellar Wished yet. Let's Stellar Wish. The second Shrine is what I'm eyeing up here, because I want to keep Shrine in play as much as possible. And I think I am going to go for it. Oh, double custom is also super good. I'm going to go for the custom, actually. I changed my mind. The double custom feels a little bit better. And I'm going to go ahead and put away this super scoop up for a skateboard. Not really going to do anything. It's fine. Treat. And alter creation. All right, we're set up. Here we go. Yeah, I want to be able to double custom. Like, I don't want to hit... If I get to ultimate right next turn, I don't want to hit into a PikaRom with a Big Charm. I want this guy to one-shot that at some point. So I want to be able to double custom a Dedenne. We can go after this Jirachi. Going after Mimikyu does absolutely nothing, so we never go after the Mimikyu. But yeah, I want to go after something different here. I don't want to go after... Yeah, I don't want to go after those guys. Tag call from our opponent. They can definitely get themselves the Shrine bump. But if they put 2 Dedenne in play, we can also do that. We can chase 2 Dedenne. But it looks like we can definitely go around the game plan of probably KO this Jirachi. Force that up with the custom catchers. Yeah, they're gonna get themselves they're gonna Guzma Hollow, they're gonna get themselves Thunder Mountain, Escape Board, and maybe a special energy if they don't already have one to put that in play, and they're gonna get the full blitz here for sure on this turn. We can't knock this guy out. Like I was saying, we can't knock him out. He's the Big Charm. It's big. It makes the dude very big. Plus 30 HP is annoying to deal with. Here comes the Guzma and Hala. I don't even see what they gave up there. Yeah, Thunder, yeah, Unit Energy, Skateboard, Thunder Mount. Just like I said, those are the 3 that are coming out. Kind of makes me wish I had kept the other Shrine, but like once again, getting around this guy is important. But maybe I could have relied on my Gust effects a little bit more reasonably. Maybe it would have been a little bit more reasonable than I think to rely on my Gust effects. So we're definitely going to chase the Dedenne here, because it means then our opponent can't really bench another Dedenne. They can, just wouldn't be very good for them. So yeah, we're definitely going to chase the Dedenne here as our knockout next turn. Try and find that other Shrine, put that in play, get that damage racking up on the PikaRom again, get close. If it sticks for 1 turn, we do get the knockout on the PikaRom. So we just need to find it, get it in play, rack up the damage, all good to go. Taking their time now. There's the Stellar Wish. What are they going to grab? Going to be a reset stamp. I don't see a reason to reset stamp us, but they might go for it. I wouldn't really care. If they're gonna go ahead and reset stamp us, that's fine with me. It's okay. Definitely an okay line of play here from our opponent. Nothing ridiculous. Don't really care too much if they did it. Yeah, gonna chase the Dedenne. Like I said, it limits their potential for another Dedenne. This is feeling pretty tough though. If we don't get this Shrine, that big charm, it's big, bro. It's big. They don't have a second 2-prizer in play as well yet. They could still bench their Aura, second Dedenne. Like I say again and again and again, second Dedenne, second Dedenne. Could see that guy make his way down. We'll see. Here comes the full blitz. Do they have anything else to play? They seem like they're thinking about it. They were thinking about the reset stamp. They're going with it. They want to get rid of those custom catchers, I guess. Draw back into no custom catchers. This hand is definitely weaker than the last. We got switch into Stellar Wish, and then we could retreat Stellar Wish again. I don't want a Stellar Wish again, but if I have to, I can. We could also scoop up Dedenne and Dedenne change again. They're going for a double custom play here. Okay, what are they going after is the question now then. They 100% give me access to... Oh, they're just bringing up my Zacian. Okay. Don't know where this is going. I don't think they have the one-shot on it. They played 1 E-Power, or was that last turn? I don't even remember. They can Tag Vault knock it out, but that feels very weak. I personally don't really like that play at all. They can go for it. They have the E-Power played. It's just going to be the full blitz hit. This is where we can really punish our opponent with the super scoop up if we want, but we might also need to go scoop up onto Dedenne instead. So first things first, Energy Spinner. Gonna get ourselves a water energy. Yeah, gonna get ourselves that water energy. And thin out the deck by that. So Spinner, grab the water. No Jirachis left, so we're grabbing the water. We're gonna go ahead and quick ball immediately as well then, because we know the rest of everything else is probably just gonna grab that Zacian, because that's gonna take up our other bench spot anyways. Switch into Jirachi. Stellar Wish. Oof, there's the Shrine. There is the Shrine. But it doesn't matter as much if we don't knock out something off the bench first. We could just punch this thing twice, though. The way this game is developing, I would be fine just punching this thing twice. So I don't even really want Shrine anymore. What do I even want? A Saucer seems okay. I mean, they could one-shot our ADP next turn. Let's go for that catcher. Let's play around the PikaRom here. Gonna go with this next. We're gonna attack with him. What do I want to throw on top of the deck? I guess maybe bumping this was that important, but then I put more damage on my ADP anyways, and they still haven't used Coco Prism. I don't know, didn't feel that ridiculously good. Switch is not very good. This is something I can put in play though on the Oranguru, I guess. Let's go ahead and Wisdom the Switch before we continue with the turn. Another energy scoop up here. Pick up the Dedenne catcher here. Give me that heads. Ooh, not quite. Throw this here. Zacian down. Dedenne change. Get rid of another metal energy. There is the Shrine. All right, getting a little bit fortunate here. Not gonna lie. Got the double custom as well, so we are gonna still bring up that Dedenne and knock it out. Once again, making it awkward for our opponent to bench any other basic Pokemon. Ooh, how many metal are in there actually? 5, 6. Oh, we might have 0 metal left in the deck. We have been going through the metals. How many metal do we have left in the deck? Let's find out. 2. Okay, that's good. We still have some left. And we have quite a few patch, I think, as well. All of our metal patch. Okay, we're still gonna be able to set up 2 stations, no problem. Not worried about it. Yeah, easily set up 2 stations. Good to go. Shrine ticking up on the PikaRom. That's going to be our next target to try and knock out. It's a more ticks of damage than I thought, than I originally thought. If they bump the Shrine now, come up with a different game plan. But they're going to have to bump it. And they haven't bumped it yet. But if they do bump the Shrine, that's when we have to come up with a different game plan, because that doesn't quite... We can't quite knock it out then if the Shrine leaves play. It's our second Shrine. If it doesn't stick, we can't get over that big charm HP. So we either have to 2-shot a tag team, or if they bench another non-tag team, 2 prize Pokemon, we can just go chase that guy down. So that's the game plan. But as of right now, it's looking definitely close. These guys are really big. Actually, this guy takes another Shrine tick. I knock him out. But actually, I forgot this guy doesn't have a big charm, which is a difference maker here. Actually, wait. Am I doing the mathing correctly here? 3. Oh, no. If this does take 1 more Shrine tick, I do knock it out. I don't know why I thought I had more HP than it did. Never mind. This is looking absolutely fine. They have to bump the Shrine pretty much this turn, or I think I just win the game almost guaranteed on my next turn. I'm feeling it. I think I only have 12 cards left in deck. 4 Metal Saucer in there. How many catchers do I have left? 2 catcher, 2 custom. But their only attackers are these 2 Pokemon here. So they need to like set something else up out of nowhere. A Zapdos to punch me would be okay. It doesn't even seem that great. We'll see what they get here. There's a research. That'll get them a lot of cards to work with. We'll see if they find the things they need. I mean, they could get something crazy here like Tag Switch, Energy Switch. Oh, they have Cocoa Prism still to work with. They won't have to get too ridiculous with the Energy Switch. Oh, Tag Switch, Attach, Cocoa Prism. Bring this guy up. That's a lot. That's too much. There's no way they're getting that. They could, though. They definitely could. We'll see here what they go for. They got the research, so they can see some more cards. Where are they going with this? What do you got? What do you got for me? Definitely can easily knock us out with the Lightning Ride GX. And actually, this makes this guy go to the bench. So then we'd have to find some catchers. So they could go Lightning Ride into Mimikyu or something to get the knockout. Oh, Stadium Bump more Shadow. No. All right, we're now officially light on damage. We need to find out another way to take our last couple prize cards. Cannot one-shot a tag team Pokemon anymore. It is off the menu. We're 1 damage short on the PikaRom and the Raichu Alolan Raichu GX tag teams. There's a quick ball finally. They are really taking their time on this one. Probably going to finally find themselves that Cocoa Prism. This means they do need an E-Power actually for the Raichu's Lightning Ride GX to actually knock out our ADP, because we won't have another Shrine tick building up on us. This is definitely the more ideal line of play, even though that is true for our opponent, though. You definitely don't want to leave Shrine in play when I literally win with a Brave Blade. But they're still a ways away. They're still a ways away from being able to do anything. 2 Jurassic, I'm not like worried about the situation at all. I think we're in a good spot. If this was a PikaRom, I would maybe be a little bit scared, but it's not. It's a Raichu. I think we're chilling. We'll see. 3 cards to work with. We know one of them is a research. 3 E-Power left. They're out of Guzma and Halas probably. I don't think you ever play more than 2 Guzma and Hala. Seems kind of unnecessary. Here comes the Tag Switch. Which way is it going? Are they going with the Tag Vault this turn? They're going with the Tag Vault this turn. Okay, I like it. It's going to be pretty good. They're going to be with the Tag Vault. Ideally knock this guy out is going to be their game plan, but they're currently short 2 E-Power. So they need to find themselves 2 E-Power. Tag Vault knock that out. They can knock out probably the Dedenne, then leave this guy in play as an easy prize. Or maybe if they play Great Catcher, they'll leave the Dedenne in play instead. We'll see. Here we go. Need 2 E-Power. That's the first thing they need. If they don't have the E-Powers, they're not drawing prizes that fast. They need the E-Powers this turn right now. Punch through our ADP. Snipe the Zacian, snipe the Dedenne, snipe one of those. Here's a big charm onto the Raichu and Raichu. That doesn't matter. They actually benched the Coco V, which we can actually now just knock out. Uh-oh. That's a big mistake from our opponent. If we just get a catcher heads, the game is over. Or the double custom catcher. I don't know if the double customs are in the deck, but we're going to find out. Switch to Jirachi. Scoop up. Tails. I'm just going to hit the research. There's catchers in there for sure. If there's the double custom, there is Metal Saucer. Put it on the Zacian. I don't know why they benched the Coco. Definitely shouldn't have. And we're going to punish them for it here. Bringing it to the active. And then hitting them with the Brave Blade. Gonna get our last 3 prize cards here. They almost had a really good game plan around it. And then they went and benched the Coco V. They didn't quite get everything they need for the tag vault, so they went into the right direction. That's fine. And then the Coco V bench makes no sense. We punish it. That's another dub, and that's going to do it for these games with the Flips ADP deck. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give the video a like, enjoy the content, be sure to subscribe. Have a good day. Thanks for watching, and peace.